Well, she's turned up in fabulous shoes. Please welcome Jane Seymour.
See my shoes, right? Enough of that.
We didn't plan the desk and shoes.
I didn't know we were getting legs out.
Jane, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
Ruby's Choice and welcome back to the country. You know, I don't think we've had a live guest in the audience.
Yeah. I know. This is so exciting. I can't believe it because when I made Ruby's Choice a couple of years ago, it was full on COVID and I was the only person, certainly the only stranger allowed in Australia to make this amazing movie. And that was pretty wild, you know. I had to go in isolation and do all of that, and it was amazing. But we made this great movie, for which I'm really thrilled. And now, apparently, I'm the first person to help open this country up again. Yes, I like to take it personally.
So how did you end up in the middle of COVID in Australia doing this? I mean,
Well,
it wasn't easy for anyone to get here.
No, it was almost impossible.
Yeah.
I was sent this beautiful, beautiful script, and I just fell in love with it. And they said, you know, we can make it. And I said, there's no way. No one can go to Australia right now. And they said, well, you can. And, you know, anyway, I came and I followed all the rules, and I was there 2 weeks, and I did all my rehearsals and everything from this little tiny room. So I had everyone on Zoom. Jacqueline McKenzie and Coco Jack and everybody, and we worked. We did 2 hours every day on Zoom. We rehearsed the whole thing. So by the time I met them, they were my family. I'd never met them, but I felt we all knew each other really well, and so it worked out really, really well. And oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful to work. We worked in Windsor in a tiny little house, an amazing crew. I mean, everybody worked so hard, and it was really hard. You know, we in a tiny room, and we all got the masks. I mean, it's so weird to act these days where you're like this. And I've just been doing the Be Positive, and everyone's like this, and everyone's 85. No one can understand one another anyway.
You look like you're ordering an attack.
It's a very strange time, but oh my goodness, I mean, it's, you know, obviously we have to keep everyone safe. So.
I assume when you said you're doing 2 hours on Zoom, an hour of that is just going, you're on mute. You're on mute, turn your camera on.
Oh, no, well, without one on Be Positive, yes, because no one could. But no, the Aussies, they're all very good at Zoom, and no, we had a really great time. The movie is just so beautiful. I've shown it to Glenn Campbell's widow, Kim Campbell. I helped make I'll Be Me, which is a wonderful documentary about him and Alzheimer's. And so I was firsthand, I was with him for several years. Plus my uncle had Alzheimer's. 2 uncles had Alzheimer's, one of whom was actually a professor. So the whole thing of doing Sudoku clearly didn't work. But you know, it's just such an important subject. 1 in 2 of us is going to have it, and they don't have a cure for it yet. But what's beautiful about Ruby's Choice is that this is about this woman who inadvertently brings this family together. There's all the kind of the secrets in the family and all the difficult things that could never be said. And somehow in her, you know, losing it, she brings everyone back together. And it makes you cry, it makes you laugh. It's so beautifully written, and Michael Budd directed it. It's an Australian movie. I'm the only non-Aussie in it. But I'm an American Brit, right? Ameribrit.
Which makes you an Aussie.
Which makes me an Aussie, right? Because I was a Brit before I was...
We'll swap you with Chris Hemsworth. They can have it.
Well, I want to make more movies here because I love everybody here. The crew are amazing. The quality, the acting was extraordinary. And I hope people get to see this. It's a fun movie.
Jane, we've got a bit of beef with you.
OK, what have I done?
Yeah.
Bit of beef.
You're too talented. I only just found out about your painting today.
Oh,
you can paint.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I assume we've got some pictures of your paintings here, or have I?
Oh, there you go. There's some.
How long have you been doing
some early works there. Oh, that's a wave. I've been painting, well, most of my life, but really seriously, that's the self-portrait. I like that one. But I would say since I turned about 40, I lost everything to an ex-husband who, anyway, lost everything and ended up giving my last money to an auction, a silent auction, for a child abuse organisation that I worked with. And an artist offered to do a drawing and came to my house, saw my finger paintings, and said, that I did with my kids, and said, I'm going to teach you how to paint. So I've been painting ever since. I've had 3 paintings at the Guggenheim, one of which sold for $25,000 that enabled 5 families with Make-A-Wish Foundation to, you know, give their child their dream. And I went, wow, you know, if I can do something that I love this much and make a difference. So I now have the Open Hearts Foundation. We raise money and this charitable foundation. During COVID, I was painting away with old people who were stuck in old people's homes across the Zoom. I'd be painting chickens, she'd be painting chickens.
You're too much of a good person.
And then I auctioned them all off on Zoom or something on the internet, and we raised $75,000. So it's a nice little hobby.
It's so fantastic. If I sold my art for 25 grand, I'm keeping that.
Oh, well,
You're such a good person.
I love painting, and I now do scarves and things and jewellery and everything from my paintings.
Tommy's right, you are too talented. But you're acting, because we know you for so many great roles. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman,
Yes.
is such an iconic role. But that role came along at, as you mentioned, a very difficult time in your life. How did it change your life?
Well, you know, I'd always said I would never do a series, and I never had in America. And I was sort of known as Queen of the Miniseries, and I had all these amazing roles. And then I was married to my accountant. And anyway, basically, he lost all my money, left me $9 million in the red with lawsuits from every major bank, including the FDIC. I called my agent and said, I need to work yesterday. And all the networks said, OK, well, if she'll do anything, here's Dr. Quinn, which they guaranteed me would never be a series because it was a woman in the lead. You know, it was family values, and it was dusty. That means it's a Western. And, you know, we were on for 7 years. We're still on in 98 countries. I mean, it's amazing. And I'm just so blessed to have had it. It changed my life.
How do you keep picking these dudes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean I thought you meant like the dudes I act with.
No, these dudes that keep taking all your money.
Just never trust an
I don't
accountant.
know. I keep wondering, where's the guy that's going to take care of me? It's just never happened. But the upside of that is that every time something bad has happened, something even better has happened afterwards. So I call that remarkable changes. And I, you know, wrote a little book about that one time because I just, you know, it's true. When you hit the bottom, when something bad happens, if you're open-minded and open-hearted, you can come back up. And I mean, I don't know many 71-year-old women who are working consistently. Right now, I've got a series coming out.
And can I just say, you are absolutely glowing. And happy birthday. You've just had your birthday.
71, I know.
Ruby's Choice is in cinemas on Thursday, March 3. Would you please thank Jane Seymour?
Thank